art journals, art projects, organized planner chic.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Organized Planner Chic. I'm Lucinda, and today we're going to talk about One Book July. Yes! Are you guys excited? If you have never heard of One Book July, I'm going to definitely put the link down below from Romney's Realm, who she and Carrie Harling and, oh my gosh, I can't think of the other person's name right now, Miss Vicky B, started, I think about 5 years ago, but I'm going to put the link down below about it for this year, and they've actually started a separate YouTube channel, and there's a Facebook page that's all about it. But I'm going to tell you really quickly, it was the first year was really just about trying to get down to basics, because oftentimes we get caught up in the decor and all of the accessories and spending money on all these different things to plan, but are we really getting down to the planning? And so that was kind of the premise of One Book, One Pen. But then it's developed because not everybody can do One Book, One Pen, because we might have different things that we use for different purposes, or traveler's notebooks with different inserts and all of that. And they just kind of developed it where, hey, they're always said from the beginning there are no rules. This is just something to be sort of a guide to help you get back to basics and really look at your system and see, can you streamline it, or are things that you can do differently, things that you can improve. And so, for instance, last year, it was, you know, you could always do One Book and One Pen if you want to, but also because a lot of people have bullet journals as well, they came up with, you could also do a project. And so that's kind of what I focused on last year. And I have a playlist for last year, or each year that I've done One Book July, and one that has all of my videos for all the years I've done One Book July, so you can kind of see what I've done. And so this year, same thing. There are no rules, just kind of suggestions. Try to look at your system, see what you can do to improve it. If you like it, keep it, and maybe stretch yourself and experiment with something else. So this year they've added digital, because digital planning is also an option. But what I'm going to be doing for this year is I'm going to still be using my Traveler's Notebook bullet journal system that I do. So, you know, I have my LucindadoriPlanners Etsy shop where I make and sell Traveler's Notebooks, and I use mine, one of mine, or some of mine, the bigger ones, the A5 size, to hold my bullet journals, and then I have additional inserts in there for other things. So I'll show you. This is, oh, I took my bullet journal out of it. Let me go get it because I'm packing to go out of town, so it'll be just a second. Okay, there are two parts to what I'm going to be doing this year. The first part does involve my Traveler's Notebook bullet journal system. So I will still continue to use that, and I'm just going to pull the bullet journal out because, like I said, I'm packing to go out of town. So this part I'm still going to continue to do, but I did, and I'll show you in a separate video as I go along, some different things. But let's just go to July that I've set up. Okay, so here is like the first, and this is a white page, so it's going to look a little dull in my lighting, but this is what the first couple of pages look like in my bullet journal. I'm not looking at the camera, sorry. And so normally this is all colored and all decorated in with a theme, and it'll be red, white, and blue and all that, but I just set it up so I could get ready for the month because I got to go out of town and there's just different things going on, and I thought I would use that time to decorate as I go, and I'll show you guys my progress, because I've added something else in here too, so I'm just going to flip really quickly and explain part of why I wanted to do that. So there's my theme page or title page, and then where I've got my goals and everything, and I'm going to do some art right here, and then here's my calendar for appointments and everything, and then we've got my things that I need and wish to buy and all of that good stuff. And then we've got, oh, am I skipping a page? Did I skip something? Something stuck, yeah. And then I've got my habit tracker, which and you'll get to see all this in better detail with all decor and my red, white, and blue and everything going all throughout, and little doodles and art and everything. And then I've said and everything like 50 million times. And then I've added, so here's the first weekly, and I went ahead and drew out everything for all of the weekly pages, but I'm gonna do art all throughout the month of July in here. I've added this, I forget what you call this, so I'll put it in across the screen, but Dutch door. So I added this Dutch door for health tracking, and it's going to have stuff inside, because I tape these when I go to planner groups, and I'll just washi tape the top and bottom so I can kind of hide any personal health stuff that I want to in here. But my let's go back to the tracker. So my what do I want to call it? My self-care has not been great in June. So I did, I do all of the praying and reflection and Bible study and all of that, but the time spent only doing art or sketching or walking or being alone by myself, just for me, not about my channel, not about my Etsy shop, not about my family or whatever, I did not do a good job in June. And that really affects my health. And so I've got some other physical health things, but I'm really a health nut and it helps a lot. So I'm going to definitely see what I develop to help me with that and my mood and reflections and stuff like that. And like one of the things that's on my habit tracker is to journal, and for myself, not bullet journal, but just I have this journal, which I'm going to show you in a second, that's supposed to be to just do things that I want to do that's just fun, that can turn out awful and it doesn't matter. And I really hardly did that in June. So I'm going to be tracking my health and looking at ways that I want to do that kind of emotional, mental, take care of yourself stuff. Okay, so that's that, and I will be decorating through. And also I wanted to use that to not spend so much time setting up, but be decorating throughout the month just for relaxation in here, and by setting it up a little early, because when I do my plan with me's, they always wind up being my setup videos instead of my plan with me videos. And so what I'm going to do is a little bit each day film, or a few days at a time or whatever, film as I set up my bullet journal for August, so that I can have a true setup video, or plan with me rather video. Okay, so that is in my Traveler's Notebook bullet journal. And then here is the Stalogy, and I also made this cover. It's an A5 cover from my shop, and this was the Stalogy that my husband bought me for my birthday. And I'll just flip through a little bit of this, but this is supposed to be for just whatever I want to do that's just fun and that's just relaxing. And I should be halfway through this by now, because it's a 365 page book, just to have a few minutes just for myself. And I like this cartoon character, and I haven't been doing it. So I'm going to, what I think I'm going to do to sort of challenge myself. Oh, this eye. I know I got some awful eyes on here, but I really like this one. But those are crazy. But this one, I like that. So what I'm going to do is challenge myself and actually divide it. Now, sometimes this big page for every day for sketching and journaling is just overwhelming for me. So what I'm going to do is like divide each page in half. So this will day, a day, and then actually put a date and challenge myself to just spend time doing whatever I want to do on that page for me. Just some music, quiet time, nothing distracting, candle, and just decompress. All right, so that's what I'm going to be doing for One Book July, and I'm going to post every week, maybe multiple times a week if I can manage it. That's something I definitely want to do. Oh, there's one other thing that's in here. So I have, so I actually have 3 areas. So I have this separate insert from Peaky Dory Designs on YouTube for Etsy for doing, tracking everyday stuff. And then I have, where is it? Come on. And then I have this one for YouTube. And I have been haphazardly tracking stuff in there. I mean, stuff is just kind of all over the place, because I have this part-time job now, and I didn't used to have that while I was running my businesses, and it's just kind of been an extra thing that's sort of in the way. But I want to figure out a way to jot things in there that's an easy way to do it, and just do it every day. So I put it in my tracker to actually do something in there to get that to where it fits in a regular routine better every day, because I had it tracking once a week. Well, if it's a crazy week, I wasn't going into it, and then I was trying to catch up the next week. So I'm going to try to do that. So that's my third thing. And I don't think it's too much because one is I've already set up my July pages, so I'm just gonna decorate and have fun and show you guys, and a little bit each day film, or maybe every few days, but develop the August pages so that I'm not stressed out trying to hurry and rush and get August set up at the end of July, and then it becomes a setup video and not a plan with me video. So that was number one. And then number two is actually every day spend time by myself doing whatever I want to do in here, journaling and relaxing with quietness and quiet mind. And then the third one was to actually figure out a way to every day simply track in my Etsy and my YouTube inserts in that traveler's notebook. All right, you guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. All my subscribers get an additional discount from my LucindadoriPlanners Etsy shop, and that discount is in the comments below, and there's a new one every month. And if you haven't checked it out, be sure and check out my Organized Planner Chic Facebook, gosh, I always say that wrong, Organized Planner Chic Crew Facebook group, and I do a free coloring page for every month, and there's one in there for July for everyone who's a member, and also there's a giveaway every month, and I gotta hurry up and do one for this month because it's almost over. And until next time, everyone, happy planning.